focus of the last month or so of the season, I think, for both you and the coaching staff was to try to build up some positives going into the off season. Do you feel like you succeeded in that area? Did you feel like you were able to turn things around at the end?
I think I had better games for sure. I think you saw more of my style of game and more skating, more getting up the ice, more ozone play, creating offense, and it's a big part of my game. I think there was steps from probably when I got scratched. I guess after that point, I went through probably a little bit of struggles after I was scratched, and then I think the last little bit I think I've played some better hockey.
When we talked to you after you got scratched in Carolina, we talked a little bit about how John Tortorella wanted to see you incorporate a more aggressive kind of defensive mindset, and while also still trying to get to your game offensively. How much, and that it wouldn't necessarily happen overnight, but how much closer do you feel like you got to incorporating that on a consistent basis in the last month of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still a work in progress. I think Torch knows that. I think I know that. I know we're trying to get through on some of those areas, and I think there was some better or some more positives in that area, and I don't think it's going to be perfect. I think I just got to be more consistent and try to be a little bit more aggressive in certain areas, like you said, and like I said too. I'm working on that and going to continue to try to get better in that area.
At the time of the scratch, I know he hadn't talked to you, explained to you, really didn't more than send that text. I guess, did you guys ever have that conversation, and how did your relationship evolve from there?
Yeah. Still haven't figured out why, but that's in the past. I'm over that, and we've moved on, and I think our relationships is just fine. I think we understand each other, and I think he's got a better understanding of my game now, and I got a better understanding of what he expects of me, and hopefully going into next season. We got a better outcome, and that I can play a little bit more consistent and in those areas, and but like you said, the scratching I think obviously hurt me, and probably something that I wasn't expecting, and especially with where it was. I think there's certain games throughout a year it gets long, and you circle some dates that are meaningful to you, and obviously playing in that building for 3 years and having a lot of great memories there. I think it means a lot to play there, and not getting the chance obviously hurt. And but like I said, I've moved on and gotten over it, and we're on the other side of that.
How's your relationship evolved over the season at Shaw?
Yeah, it's been good. I think right from day one, we've communicated well, and I think same goes with him. I think we're continuing to work together and try to understand each other, and work through some of the issues that I went through this season, and we're going to continue to do that. And he's got a bright mind, and he's got a lot of intel, and I'm looking to learn and get better each and every day, and he's looking to help. So it's been good.
Travis, going back to the season, we spoke, I think, in November, and you had said that your struggles at the start of the year you thought were more because you had maybe a different expectation of the changes you might have to make under Tortorella. Then you got on a good run. You played well, and then your play dipped. Why do you think, it seemed like you had things figured out. Why do you think you went through a rough stretch after that?
If I knew, I would have cleaned it up right away. It's hard to say. I mean, guys go through ups and downs, especially when your team's struggling. It's pretty easy to fall out of place. And obviously, I had a good run there. Thought I put some good games together towards the end of the season, and obviously some bad ones in between. So It was an up and down season. Learned a lot mentally, and went through some stuff, and I think I'm going to be better for it, and hopefully, I can limit those. I mean, to say next season that I'm going to be perfect and not have a stretch where I'm going to have some bad games, I'd be lying to you. So it's just trying to clean those up, trying to make them as small as possible. I think one thing that I learned that when I turned the page and started playing better was the day that I said that I was just going to go have fun and enjoy it. I think sometimes when you go through rough stretches mentally and physically, I think you get down and you're not positive, you don't feel very good. You forget that the reason why you love this game and you love coming to the rink. And the day that I went into the rink and said that I'm just going to have fun tonight was the game that I turned the page a little bit and started playing better hockey. So sometimes you got to remind yourself of that. I wish I would have reminded myself that a month sooner, but it is what it is. I learned a lot, and hopefully I'm better for it.
You kind of just answered that, but when you're trying to adjust your game and get back to where you're at, does it get to a point where you can watch too much video, too much overthinking of it?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you guys know me. I'm a knowledgeable guy. I like to learn a lot of stuff, whether it's around the league, about my teammates, little things like that. So it's pretty easy for me to, when things are going wrong, trying to figure out why. And sometimes you overdo it. You watch too much video. You think now that every part of your game is there's something wrong in every part of your game, and you're trying to fix every area. And reality is, it's never as bad as you think. It's never as good as you think. And sometimes it's you just need to go and play.
Was there any teammate or individual that helped you, remind you that, hey, go out, have fun, just be yourself?
I mean, TK's reminding me that every day, whether it's good or bad. On the bench, he's trying to hype me up. In the car rides, when things are going rough, he's trying to tell me how good I am, and little things like that. He's trying to pump you up and make you feel good about yourself. It's the same thing that goes for him. When he's been chasing this 30 goals, I've been trying to help him out and tell him not to worry about certain things. And I was happy to see him get it last night. I know it meant a lot to him, and he's been a big part of this group this year.
The stretch was also the same day he got injured. Do you think that kind of hurt not having him around to hype you up as much?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a weird coincidence, but I know I was up in the press box, and the minute he got hurt, I ran down to the locker room. So, we have a close relationship, and it's been good.
Last year, I know it was really important to James to turn over the mantle of NHL PA rep to you. I guess, what have you learned from your time with him, and now that he's moving on, I guess, where are you, do you feel, in your role as a leader?
Yeah, still working on it, still learning from veteran guys. I think Bronner did a great job as well. Learned a lot from him, but I think from James, he just has so much knowledge. He's learning every day. He knows so much more than any guy on our team when it comes to that PA stuff and the league. And so I just trying to pick his brain a little bit while he's been around here, and I've learned a lot from him. He helps me out whenever I need him, and not only that, I mean, just everyday hockey. He's such a pro. The way he treats his body and takes care of himself, I wish I was like that. He does such a great job of it, and he's helped out so many guys along the way.
In talking about kind of some of the positives from this season, Cam York obviously had a tough start, got sent down, but when he came back up, he's probably been one of the most consistent players on the back end. What have you seen from him this season, and how kind of much do you think he'll be able to help you guys moving forward?
Yeah, obviously he's a great player. I think I said when he got sent down at the start of the season that it was going to be he was going to come back better than ever, and it was kind of similar to when I got sent down. In the sense that you go down, you play a lot of minutes, you're the guy down there, and then you come up, you have a ton of confidence, and you saw that right away from the first game he played in Vegas. The confidence that he had and believing in himself and the abilities, and obviously he's a big part of this team moving forward, and I thought he took a big step this year.